Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Plus Model Radio, the #1 podcast for plus-size women. I'm your host, Shanice Lewis, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. Today is Monday, January 18th, 2010. Happy Martin Luther King Day, and to those of you listening with friends and family in Haiti, our prayers are going out to you. We've got a fantastic show for you this evening, making her second appearance on the show, Whitney Thompson. We all watched with excitement as Whitney competed against 13 other contestants to win Cycle 10 of America's Next Top Model and became the first full-figure model to win the competition. Since the show, Whitney has gone on to appear in numerous print campaigns, runway shows, and served as Fashion Bug's Right Fit brand ambassador. She is currently signed with Wilhelmina Models and on the cover of this month's Plus Model magazine. Today she's going to catch us up on the latest with her career as well as tell us about her new entrepreneurial projects. Let's welcome friend of the show, Whitney Thompson. Hi, Whitney.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. A lot has changed since we last spoke.
Yes, it has. It's been a while.
You got a new agent, and you recently moved to L.A. So tell us the reason behind this new beginning.
Well, obviously, the agency switch was bound to happen. Elite New York did not have a plus division. So you can't really work with an agency who doesn't have the board to represent you. And, Elite, I think, did as well as they could. And I just, I knew from the beginning that eventually I'd have to, part ways. And I signed with Wilhelmina. So I'm actually signed with Wilhelmina, New York, L.A., and Miami.
So when I last interviewed you, you said it was an advantage to you being on Elite's board without a plus modeling division, but were you just saying that to be nice because you were under contract?
At first, of course, you're under contract. You can only say so much as a model, really, about anything.
Right.
But no, everyone at Elite was so great, and I think originally when I went in there, we all thought that maybe it would be an advantage, and it didn't work. There's not a whole lot to say about it. They were great people, and they tried really hard, and, I wish, obviously, I could have moved to Elite Chicago or, a different Elite that had a plus division, but it just didn't work out that way, and I love Wilhelmina. I'm so happy with them, and, of course, I moved to Los Angeles as well, which is a whole other just crazy thing. That I kind of did that on a whim, but I back and forth a lot.
What's the difference in the opportunities you've noticed in L.A. versus New York for plus models?
Well, originally I was such a New York snob, really. I thought New York was, is the end-all, be-all. I mean, it is the fashion capital of the world. And I thought, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And I kind of got more, pushed to the side because of my celebrity. I'd go to castings a lot, and I'd have to, sign autographs for people, but they wouldn't book me. So here I am,
think that was a disadvantage when you were actually going into castings?
I mean, I just know that I've come to L.A., and I've been working my butt off.
In L.A., everybody's a star.
Yeah, well, I think, you have this, top model show or whatever, and out here it's more like, oh, well, you already have a name, so we definitely want to sign you. But in New York, it's kind of, they're looking for, who's the next thing, who hasn't happened yet. And I happened. But I am in New York every other week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. I live on an airplane, basically.
Right. So I said you were on the cover of Plus Model magazine, and I read your interview in the magazine, and one of the things you were talking about is taking a stand for yourself with your hair color. And so you switched your hair color to this darker color, and against agency wishes. And you're still working and recently shot with Face 21. So does that make that accomplishment even sweeter?
Of course it does. My natural hair color is really dark brown, almost black. And you have to have a good fit with your agency. You have to have people who are caring about you. And my hair was like fried. It was like falling out from being blonde.
Well, did you have to dye it often? I
had to dye it every week and a half, and on top of that, my extensions. And I was paying, about relatively $4,000 a month for my hair.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, I'm not making enough money to
right,
have this hair. It is not worth it, So I just did it. I flew home to Florida, and I was like, I'm so sick of being blonde. Like, the color's great, except that my scalp hurts, and my hair's falling out, and these extensions, I was done with it. So, yeah, I'm back to my roots, and I am, of course, thrilled that I'm, working out here. And I told Wilhelmina LA that, actually. They're like, well, what's your hair like now? And I said, long and dark, and they said, great.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, it just depends, who you're talking to, because the market is completely different.
Right.
But, yeah, I got that Faith 21, and I adore their clothes. They're so cute. They're
and affordable.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, like, everyone's like, oh, it's a Plus collection, so they make it, like, special cuts for you. It's like, we have normal bodies. We just want the clothes in our sizes. We don't want to modify them, okay? Don't need a parka. I want a tank top that my boobs will stay in.
Exactly.
So, yeah, they're great. Great skinny jeans, too.
So, Tyra Banks recently announced that she was going to leave her talk show to focus on a big screen project. So have you heard any inside scoop, and are you working on anything with her company?
I'm still shooting her show, actually. I'm kind of in the middle of shooting something for, I guess, what's going to be her last season.
Of the talk show.
I am, yeah, her talk show. Yeah, I'm sad to hear that because she obviously does so well. She's been getting these awards for her talk show, but I understand, Tyra Banks will rule the world,
right.
When she's finished. So I think she's just such a smart entrepreneur, and, like, I don't know really what she's doing or what she's thinking or why she would want to leave her talk show, but I obviously know that she knows exactly what she's doing. I'm sure that she'll succeed.
So let's talk about your new projects that you have going. You have a new soy, candle, and jewelry line called Supermodel. So was being an entrepreneur always a part of your plan, or did someone approach you with an opportunity and it struck a chord with you?
Yeah, I was approached to do a jewelry line originally. And basically I had a company that would do the whole thing for me, and I would just say that it was mine, like have my name on it, and I would get a percentage of all the profit. And, that sounds like a really sweet deal. That's what most celebrities do. Jessica Simpson has done it. It's great. It's a big thing. And then it came down to my first photo shoot for the company, and I hadn't even seen the products yet. And I was like, I don't know if I want to shoot this. I don't know what this is. And so I decided to buy out my part of the company.
Oh, so you had already signed the paperwork and everything.
Yeah, I had gone through, and, I had the pieces ready. I had everything made, and So I bought it out, and I own it, and I started, doing it all myself, and everything is handmade in America. It's my baby. I've touched the products. I've picked out every single scent, designed the labels, I designed the candle, I designed, what sizes they are and how they work, and it's really cool to have control over something, because as a model, people are constantly going, well, your hair is like this, and we want your makeup like this, and we're going to dress you like that, and you just stand there and put your hand on your hip, and that's what you do. And I really like to control my life and have my hands in what I'm doing, and I just adore my line. We have if anything breaks, we fix it for free. We pay for shipping and handling.
Wow.
The candles are soy massage candles, so when the wax melts, it turns into a heated massage oil or a heated moisturizer.
Now, I have some questions about
phenomenal.
that, because that's the first time I've heard of a candle that had multi-purposes. So
yeah.
how does that work? So when you burn it and it melts, it doesn't go back to a solid form? Is
it
that
does.
How it works?
No, it does. No, that's what everyone asks too. No, it melts, and like the wax would be, on most candles it appears liquid, but then you put it on your skin and it turns hard and kind of flaky. With ours, you put it on your skin and it just rubs right in. It's not greasy at all. It's really nice. And then when you blow out the candle, it turns back into a solid. So they burn forever.
Wait, so
and they're big. They're 16 ounces.
You have to have the candle burning, and like you pour it out while the candle's still hot?
Yeah, and it doesn't get hot enough to burn your skin.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
We're actually, right now what we're working on is like a wand to get the wax, from the candle to your skin, because people are so scared of sticking their finger in the wax thinking it's going to be hot. It's really just warm. It's great for the morning, like especially over the winter months when you're getting ready to start your day. I light my candle, I do my makeup, whatever. I take the wax and use it to moisturize. It's great. And then get dressed and go on,
Is it kind of like a paraffin wax at the beauty salon?
Well, paraffin gets hard. But it's so, you're right, it's so different that most people are kind of confused by it. But no,
this is a new thing to me.
It's like if you get a massage, and the ladies have a heated lotion, something that heats the lotion. It's like that.
And it just rubs in your skin.
Yeah, it just rubs right in. And and that's it. And then you go. And they come in 9 different scents. They're all fashion themed. So there's Los Angeles Lily, Milan Melon, Paris and Berries. Boyfriend Shirt is our #1 seller though.
Now, tell us why, not why, but the candles are soy. And is soy like the new popular thing in candles, or is there some benefit to it being soy over the regular wax? Yeah, soy burns slower. So. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a normal candle, melts and burns down. But the thing is, I've never been somebody to spend money on candles. Yankee candles smell great and great for them, but I'm not going to pay $25 to burn a candle. Right. But with this, it's I would pay $25 to have a heated moisturizer. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's you're getting the double. It makes your whole room smell good. They smell so great. I handpick each scent. I mix them. These are, I'm very, very involved in the candles. But the jewelry is great, too. We have 4 different jewelry lines under Supermodel.
Now tell us about the jewelry.
Okay, so we have an haute couture line to start with, and I travel the world. I go to antique shops and, flea markets, places like that, and I find really cool things that maybe aren't jewelry. Maybe, I find a mirror or something, and I really like the back of it. And basically I send it to my girls, and they break it down and make it into a necklace, and then we sell that one necklace, and we never make another one like it. There's never one ever again like it in the world. It's the only one, and that's our haute couture collection. So that's tricky. But, obviously, if you don't want to worry about going to a party and having somebody else wear your jewelry,
Right.
It's a good line. We also have Best Friends. That's a collection for younger girls. Everything is under $20. So that's, simple, easy. We have Dakota Lee, which is kind of like a laid back. We use a lot of natural raw stones, and it's all gold and silver. But you'll definitely feel it's like the beachy feel. It's like me when I'm in Florida. And then we have Supermodel, which is our basic glam, going out, every woman should be able to feel like a supermodel. And all of that, Supermodel, Dakota Lee, everything is under like $80. It's all very price conscious. Haute couture gets more expensive because it just depends on what I'm buying, where I'm buying it, and how long it took us to figure out what to do with it. But yeah, it's price conscious.
So do you know what the price range of the couture jewelry will be yet, or are you still working the details?
Well, each one's totally different. For example, like if I'm planning on going to London in the next couple weeks. If I go to London and I found this beautiful, antique war medal or something that cost me 50 pounds or whatever, then it's going to cost you, X amount of dollars. However, I try to find good deals on those things too. Like we made this really cool Daughters of the American Revolution necklace, and the medal itself was like $45, and then what it took us, the materials and everything to create it was around $80 when we sold it. But it's, it just depends.
So are all of your products exclusively online?
No, we sell in boutiques too, but we're just getting started with that. It's hard because I'm running the company and I'm, being an international supermodel. So in my spare time, I, figure that stuff out. But no, we do sell in some boutiques. I just like to know who the owners are and what they're going to do with my products, and I'm very personal with the things. However, since it does ship internationally, I consider online is definitely the best way to go. And we ship in really cute boxes.
If someone is listening, because there's a lot of plus size clothing boutiques, and I think since you're the first full figure model for America's Next Top Model, they might be interested in selling your products in their boutiques with the plus size clothing. So if somebody's listening and interested, how could they go about getting your products in their store?
If you just go to my website, it's www.shopsupermodel.com and go to Contact Us. Most of my business is family run, so it's pretty easy to get a hold of me. I try to keep, I like to make sure we have good customer service. There's nothing worse than calling and talking to a robot for 2 hours. So if you say to someone, I'm a boutique owner and I want to sell this product, then we'll get you started with a starter kit from www.shopsupermodel.com.
So the last time you were on the show, you were promoting a fashion show where you were the featured model out here in L.A. to benefit the Alliance for Eating Disorders Awareness. And now your new supermodel line gives a portion of the proceeds to that same organization, right?
Yeah.
So are you a spokesperson for that organization, or is it just something dear to your heart?
No, I am not a spokesperson. I just, it felt like a really natural fit. We work with a few different organizations. I work with Autism Awareness and also Multiple Sclerosis Foundation, and I just felt like Supermodel, I feel like the proceeds for that should definitely go to benefit people with eating disorders. It's, it's just natural. That's how I got my start. That's why I have success. Because of the cause that I've, obviously spoke about on the show and since then. And so I thought, give back. I do other things for other organizations, but I thought, yeah, this is just a good fit,
And do you have, like, hometown connections with them? Because I know they're based out of Florida.
No, I learned that too. No, I don't yet. I need to, in my spare time, meet with their people. The only people that I've actually spoken with, like the heads of, is the MS Society.
Okay.
I pushed a button for them at the stock exchange. And
Okay.
so, yeah, but I'm just, my schedule's so crazy. I do what I can, and
Right.
I can only do so much.
And I also mentioned in the intro you're currently on the cover of Plus Model magazine, looking fabulous, if I don't say so.
Thank you.
And
I love it.
What has the feedback been about your cover and editorial?
Good. So far as I know, yeah, I really like it because it looks like me.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, plus models use pads. You gotta stick stuff in to look bigger. They airbrush stuff out to look smaller. And I love Plus Model magazine because it's it's me. Truthfully, that's just Whitney. And I was very candid in my interview, and they were so cute. The girl who interviewed me was like, "Are you sure you want me to put all this in here?" I was like, "Yep, this is me. I'm pretty blunt."
Yeah, it was
but
yeah,
I think they got a lot out there, and what a great organization.
To those of you listening that haven't already seen the cover or read the article, just go to plusmodelmag.com and you'll see everything right there. But speaking of plus-size magazines, what do you think about the size issue of V magazine that's out right now?
Can I just say, before we get into this is so funny.
Uh-oh.
There was a rumor that I was in this issue of V magazine, the plus issue, and that's how I found out about it a few months ago. I got a call from the Tyra show, and they were going, Tyra wants to have you on. We want to interview you, and I'm having all these people, contacting me, so excited about my cover of V, and I was like, I'm not on the cover. I don't think I am. I haven't shot for it. But I definitely had my eye out when it came out just to make sure. But I think it's incredible. I mean, it's great that it shows everyone, I believe there's a shot of Crystal Wren in there in that silver bathing suit. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she looks great. She's beautiful. I did a runway show with her, and she's just sweetest girl.
So what's next for Whitney? Do you have anything else coming up that we can be on the lookout for? Any new modeling gigs or anything?
Yeah. Well, I've been doing some speaking engagements all over the country. I'm going to be in Baltimore. I'm going to be at Towson, I think is how it's pronounced.
What is that, a university?
Next Saturday. I'm doing a speech with somebody from MTV, and I'm also flying into New York, apparently, and this might be news. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this, but I'm going to. Nigel Barker is doing a book, and he wants me to be in his book, and so I'm shooting with Nigel next Friday in New York.
Wow, so we're getting the exclusive.
Yeah, I don't know if I might get a funny phone call about that later, but yeah. And he's doing a big, his book's going to be a lot about inner beauty as well as outer beauty. Yeah, Nigel's such a sweet, great guy.
And talented, very talented.
Yes, and very handsome.
Yes.
And he has a beautiful wife, and son Jack is just the most adorable thing. So yeah, that's kind of what my next week looks like.
And going back to your speaking gig, what kind of things do you speak on when you go out and do the speaking engagement?
It's the majority of it is about body image.
Okay.
It's there's some really interesting facts in there and statistics, and it's kind of funny. I have it all written out. I've worked really hard on it to get across what I really want to say, because people always think I show up and what I'm saying is, I don't like skinny people, or I don't this, or I don't that, and so I open it by saying, let me tell you what I'm not here to tell you. I'm not here to say that, if you're X amount of weight, then you're not okay. I'm not saying that. I'm promoting healthy. Healthy is beautiful. It's not a weight, it's not a size, it is not a number, okay? It's a state of mind, it's a state of well-being, and that's what I'm promoting. So yeah, it's just,
Great.
But it's something that I believe in. I could forward it to you, my speech.
Yeah, please do. We're gonna have to set up something in LA, a workshop or something.
Yeah. It's just, it was really important for me to get everything down on paper that I really want to say, because people take these little blips and blurbs and put them in interviews, and it's like, this is the whole picture.
What you're saying.
Yeah. So it's great.
Tell us your official website and how we can buy the products and keep in touch with what you're doing and everything.
Yeah, well, my where you buy the products is shopsupermodel.com, so you can buy my jewelry or candles, and that is www.shopsupermodel.com. You can also contact us if you want to, fan mail, email me, whatever. I will get it. And as far as my official website, I'm on Twitter. I just haven't gotten that far. I'm just so busy. But, yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm Whitney Lee T, WhitneyLeet. I'm also on Facebook and MySpace. But there are so many pages, I couldn't even tell you which one I'm on. But I've got a couple out there. So if you message me, I do respond. I travel so much, I always have my phone with me. So I'm, messaging back and forth on Facebook all the time. But yeah, I'm very available. I'm very approachable. If you need to talk to me, you can get a hold of me. If you want to talk to my mom, we can bring her in the picture too,
Well, wait a minute, what Mom is going to do? Mom is a part of the company?
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, my family, if it wasn't for them, there would be no company. I show up and I go, all right, so Dad, so this is what I want to do, and I want candles, and I want to sell jewelry, this is blah, 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 and he's like, all right, he's the one who gets, the copyrights and the trademarks, and they're just, I've got such a great supportive family, but no, people always, Top Model's such a mommy-daughter show. I always get people wanting to talk to me and my mama. But yeah, I mean, we just have a close family. I'm very available. But definitely everybody should check out my soy massage candles. They're totally different. They're huge. They burn forever. If you buy one, you will not be sorry. You'll be addicted.
Yeah, I definitely want to try one out to see how I get it out on my skin so I can testify.
Well, we need to meet up. We need to, be, doing stuff in LA. I'm here.
Yes. So we'll talk about that off air.
Yes. But everybody else, shopsupermodel.com.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Thanks for having me again.
Continued success on everything that you're doing.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks again to our fabulous guest this evening, Whitney Thompson. If you're interested in advertising on our show, being a guest, or have comments, email us at guest@plusmodelmagazine.com. And if you haven't already, don't forget to join the Plus Model Radio fan page on Facebook at facebook.com/plusmodelradio. For more information about this show, visit plusmodelmag.com. I've been your host this evening, Shanice Lewis. Thank you for tuning in and supporting Plus Model Radio. Until next time, keep thriving in your curves and